Obviously, when we were here yesterday, we were talking about the fact that the team hadn't played together a huge amount, but I think it's probably what plays most is the attitude of the players over the course of the last couple of weeks and how they apply themselves to training. And when they prepare well, they have a much better chance of performing well in these big games. So, it's as Johnny mentioned there, it wasn't perfect, but there was great, I suppose, fight for each other out there. You could see the players how much it means to them. I thought they respond well to the support that they receive as well. So I thought there was another great occasion here at the Aviva. Great crowd, and the players feed off that energy. And even though Toulouse, they can make inroads against us in around the ruck on a few different occasions. I think the fight to stay in the battle, I think, is really important from our guys, and I think they showed a lot of resilience, particularly as we get close to our try line, and they're good qualities to have in these big games. So, for us now, it's just about recovering well. We have another game on Saturday against Ulster, which will be another tough challenge for us back to the Guinness Pro 14, and we'll try and manage the group well, and then it's gearing up for a final and another semi-final after that. So nice, exciting few weeks ahead. Like Shawnee's an unbelievable competitor, and he's worked incredibly hard to get back from his injury, and you can see what it means to Shawnee the way he plays. He physically throws everything he has into his performances, and I thought he was really exceptional today. It's not just his performance; it's how he leads the group. So in the week, the way he talks, how he understands the threats that the opposition are going to pose, both sides of the ball, and in terms of dominating that contact area, he's one of the best players I think they've ever played the game. Certainly Irish guys in that area. So I think he's showing again what he's capable of. So it was good to have Shawnee back out there. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Get it assessed. It's his calf, I think. So he's walking around there at the moment. So we'll see. Get it assessed and see what sort of damage is there. He's, it's great to have Johnny back in the team. We haven't had him since the end of December. But behind the scenes, like Johnny's always working hard to drive standards in the group, and that's an amazing quality that he has. There's never an end point to it. So even if we think we'd be doing things well, he'll find other things that we can get better at. And that's what we need in the group. We know we have to be very, very good, because at this stage of the competitions, all the teams are heavily loaded, heavily resourced, and everyone's gearing up to try and win on the big days and play well on the big days. So, the standard that Johnny sets of himself is exceptional. I think it rubs it off on everybody else. You can see the way, Saracens start the game. So, they probably control territory and possession. I don't know, off the top of my head, I would imagine it's 60-65% of both. And it's a pretty dangerous combination, because, with the power that they have in their team, if you're constantly defending, it's going to be tough work against them. So you need to be able to, use the cliche, I suppose, fire shots. Like, we need to be able to play against them. And how you manage possession. But they're a very efficient team. They don't burn up that much energy. They're happy to go that sort of 3, 6, 9, 12 early in the game, and so your discipline needs to be good and not allow them to build that scoreboard pressure. And they're a very hard team to chase the game against, because they just strangle you then. So they're a well coached team. They've been doing it for a number of years now. So they built up a lot of experience as a group together as well, which makes them doubly dangerous. Which is a great challenge for us. Really exciting. Talked about being a privilege to be in the semi-final. Absolute privilege now to be in a final. Now we just got to get busy now, working again, which is a great thing. We just need to get the heads down again now and understand what it's gonna take. Put a good plan together. But obviously, as I said, we've got this game next week against Ulster on Saturday, so we'll try and turn our attention to that at some stage, and then we'll look ahead then. I think the main thing is just not to get too caught up in the occasion. It's another game of rugby that we need to prepare well for. So, when we prepare well, like, guys are clear on what is expected of them. that leaves you in a better position than getting too caught up in the occasion of being in a final. So yeah, slightly unusual. We'll go to a ground we've never been before, similar to last year Bilbao. So trying to understand what that's like. But yeah, the main thing is that we just in terms of physically resting up and recovering for guys when they get the windows. I think the players get managed well by the backroom team, so they're able to fire as well as possible at this time of year and give all of themselves when it comes to these big games. So that's an important part. But then it's just, as I said, just not getting too caught up in the occasion, making sure that we play the game, because it's another 80 minutes that we need to get ready for.